Hello everyone, welcome back to this new and exciting session where we are going to implement an API gateway on top of our service discovery. So I have opened the same folder and code where we left in our previous session. In our previous session, we implemented a service discovery and registered all our REST services with the discovery server. Now we are going to move ahead with this and going to implement an API gateway. So an API gateway is a layer between a user and all our services, and it hides and secure all our services from the external world. Now, the users actually call the API gateway, and then the API gateway calls the respective services and returns the response to the user. So, in that sense, a gateway is one point contact and a single point of failure for a user, which means if anything is failing, he just has to figure out about the API gateway and not about all the services. So if we have tens of services running at the back of API gateway, the user only worries about the gateway, why it's not working or responding and all of that, and does not have to figure out like which of the tens of services is not running. Other than that, yeah, it's secure, gives more security because all your services runs behind the gateway. So a user or anyone who wants to crack your application does not have an easy way to reach your applications. Okay, so that was a quick explanation of what an API gateway does. Now let's go back to our Spring Initializer and create a gateway application. So I'm going to name it college, and the application name is going to be API gateway. And okay, sounds good. Let's add dependency of gateway and Webflux, or maybe not. We will add it manually. So that is it. Generate it. And I'm going to copy it and paste it in our application. Extract it, delete the zip file, and I'm just going to reload our window so that VS Code is able to take the new changes. Okay, sounds like it's working. Now let's first what we need to do. In our previous session, we saw that course service, enrollment service, and student service were registered to the service discovery. We need to register our API gateway as well with the discovery service. So we are going to do the exact same changes which we did for our other services and register the gateway with our service discovery. Removing some of the files which are not necessary. Okay, let's go in our POM file and do some changes. Make it this 3.5.3 because all our applications are using Spring version 3.5.3. This looks okay. This looks okay. This is fine. Here we are actually going to use webflux. I think rest everything looks good. Okay. Now let's go to our application properties and give it a port 9004. So we are running 9001, 2, 3, and 4. 4 is running API gateway. And then let's just copy rest of the settings from any of our services for the server. So that's it. Okay. Now let's test it. One more thing. Enable discovery plant. Okay. I will go to here and copy this. And I'm going to say a gateway and client. Okay, let's run our discovery service and the gateway, and let's see if it is able to register. If it registers, I think we are halfway. Okay, so my discovery service is running. Let's run API gateway. Okay, let's go to the browser and see. Localhost, Eureka. Okay, I did not find it. Let's go back and check. So API gateway says it did not give any error. Okay. I think we did not added the client. So let's go back to student.pom and copy the client from here and into the API gateway. API gateway POM file is here, and let's add this dependency somewhere here. Okay. I think that's it. Now I am just waiting for the background process to finish. Okay. Let's run the application again. Okay, so I think this time it said it is able to register. Let's refresh and see. Okay, our API gateway registered with the service discovery. Let's stop the running session and now add a few more things to the API gateway so that it is able to route all our requests to the right or correct REST service. So not a lot needs to be done. What we are going to do is go to here, add a config folder, and then let's add a config file. I am going to name it gateway config.java. I will say this is a configuration file, and other than that, I'm just going to add a bean for the routing. That is all I'm going to do. So come here, add a bean, and I will say route locator, route locator builder, and then here I'm going to build all my routes. So I have 3 REST services. The first one is, so I will say builder dot builder dot routes, and the first route we are going to build is core service. Okay, and I'm going to say any request from path which starts with courses and anything should get routed to URI load balancer course service. Okay, so let's understand this. This is course service, okay, and we are going to route it through the service discovery to the service whose name is course service. So in our previous session, we saw that when we register with the service discovery, we gave it a name and then register it with the service discovery. So it knows that anything coming with or starting with courses needs to be routed to the course service. And it has all the information about the course service. So for example, if course service is running on port 9001 localhost, it knows that it's running on localhost 9001. So it is going to change the path to localhost 9001 and keep rest of the endpoints same. So we will see that as we finish. So this was my first one. Let's do for others. This is my enrollment service and route and the anything coming with starting with enrollments, route it to URI enrollments. Then the third one is student service and route it sorry, it starts with students and URI is service. That's it. And then we will say build, and we are going to return this. So this is our configuration, and I think that's it. Let's try to run all our services. So first we are going to run our service discovery. And then you can run all of your services in any order, because the service discovery should be running first so that all other services should be able to register with it. After that, the order does not matter. So I'm going to run all of these. Enrollment, API gateway, course, so if you see, all your services should be running. Service discovery is running, student service, enrollment service, API gateway, and the course service. So all of these are running. Let's look at the dashboard. Okay. So now when we say the course service should be routed, which means we are talking about this one, should be routed to this path, and which should actually any request starting with this. So this is actually kind of a filter for us. And the name of the service is course service, and it should be routed to this. So then this will be routed to this path, which is, if you hover it, you will see at the back bottom that it says 9001 myPC, which is localhost. Okay. So that's how your requests are going to be routed. So what now we are going to do is, let's say we want to fetch get all students. So let's open the client and get all students request. So before, what we did is we sent a request directly to the student service. Now what we are going to do is we are going to send a request to the API gateway. Now what API gateway is going to do is, because it is starting with students, so it will see that, okay, it is starting with students, it needs to be routed to this one, and which means this is the path to this is this one. That's how it is linking. So it is going to change this request into this. That's how this is going to be routed. So if we try, let's see, if all goes well, it should run fine. See, now we are able to get all the students, but we did not send a request to the student service. Instead, we sent a request to the API gateway. Let's try something else. So now we don't have to change the port. We can just keeps sending all the requests to the API gateway. Okay, service not found, enrollments. Let's see what the problem is. Our enrollment service is running, and it is enrollments. Let's look at the gateway config, enrollments. This looks okay. Let's see. No servers available for service enrollments. Okay, let's see where something is not right. So here we are, enrollment service. This is enrollment service 9002. Okay, let's see if we are able to courses. Okay, so we are able to do courses, but we are not able to do the enrollments. So enrollments and enrollments. So this looks okay. But it does not find an enrollment service. Ah, this is enrollment service, not enrollments, because it's here, enrollment service, and it will be routed here. So we can stop the API gateway and run it again. Okay, let's see. Enrollments, and this time it was successful. So that's it for this session. In this session, we saw how you can implement a API gateway on top of your REST services, and your API gateway is going to route your services using the discovery server. I think that's all I want to show today. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to see you in my next lecture. Bye for now.